Pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Giants. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check, 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 check. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here we go, here we go. All right, D, let's go. All right, D. Slant, slant.
On first down, here's Breida. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They want this.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Come on, QB, come on. 49, check 49, check 49.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. We were just talking about in pregame, 3 tackles for a loss. Last week, you thought he looked so explosive on film. Starting off good there, another one in the first quarter.
He's every bit of what you described. And I don't want to make it too simplistic, but right now for him, it's see ball, get ball. And that's what he's doing really, really well, and he's doing it in the offense's backfield.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 for the Niners there, and a first down.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
21.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he's got it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, his third touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Giants nothing.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Get that ball. Get that ball. Rock it. Hit it.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And now look at him go. 20. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 26-yard line.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here we go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Don't get nervous, man. We ain't beginning to turn you on. Don't get nervous. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, alert. 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 11.
Garoppolo now. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7 and a 49er first down.
Here we go.
Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
11.
All that, it only gets him a yard. It's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On second and 9, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 46. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He finds Taylor, complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Check 31, check 31. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Hey, go.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And a big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. This is in the area where it might be coming back. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
You ain't doing nothing today. 2.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, San Francisco.
Garoppolo now, 8 of 8 throwing the football in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on first down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 11.
Mike is 59.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 16.
And a 49er first down.
Garoppolo on the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Giants 7.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Recon, 132 fighter. Check 43.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down.
Leo, roll out.
Operating from the gun. Jones looking for Shepard deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Here we go. Here we go.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Here we go.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw is Garoppolo. And his pass incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and it's 3rd down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, echo. Here we go. 59 Mike. Check, 59. Come on, man.
There's Garoppolo to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
3 bucks. Safe. 22 jet bomber. Shoot.
On the draw, this is Barkley. It was P.J. Williams that time on the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's our time. It's our time. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
Now Jones. That's caught. It's Coleman. A gain there of 21 yards.
Let's go.
21 yards. That's good for the Giants. First down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
10 low ball. 54. Mike, 54. Get that quarterback. At all costs. Topper.
A first down carry for Barkley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Mike, 54. Blue draw quarter. Check.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Wayne Gallman, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
First down, 49ers.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Alert 65.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Garoppolo now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Kill. Check the backer.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 27-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Target. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check nickel. Under 10. Get it hot.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Here we go. 180. I got you.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Here we go, here we go. Like 80! Rip right. Undercut. 21.
It's Coleman here. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Now we've got a giant player here, slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Here we go,
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
1, Omaha.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the mass of bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Instead of 4th down, they'll be able to start over now in the red zone.
And field position still has huge value in the NFL. As you said, in the red zone, that really hurts them.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They'll get this out wide to Taylor. No gain there on the completion. Second and 10.
Get him, boy!
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
21.
Now Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Here we go. Like 20. Double tight, guys, double tight. You got 3 down. 21. Here we go. Yes.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Giants' 5-yard line.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
21.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Here we go. 180. White. Hey, watch the slant.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. This is caught. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they take a 17-14 lead. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit. But having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing, Jones. It's caught, Shepard. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
It's a gain of 27 yards. And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Ready up.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Check.
Now Jones on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Hard.
Watch out.
On 1st down, Barkley. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now Saquon Barkley. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal.
218, chop it.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. So we reach halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This will be taken about the 12. And up past the 35. A very good return, but a penalty down. That may negate all the good work. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Here's Jones. Back to the air on second down. To Barkley on the check down. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
You gonna see me in your nightmares. Pilot, 64, weak. Hatchet. Ready.
2nd and 3. His throw incomplete. A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively, making sure that one didn't find its target.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Check 50. Check 9. Get it.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Jones now operating from the gun. And he rifles one incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Cody Latimer. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll bring up a second down.
At the 28-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 180. Here we go. Here we go. 2, 8, 1.
Garoppolo. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
First down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 180.
Use the mic. Man, I got you.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. Man open. It's Goodwin. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Push him back. Push him back.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Well, going deep here for Taylor. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Mike 54. Check tight end. Check tight. Check tight. Mike 54. Hey, Delta. Mike 54. Check.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. They're looking for a spark defensively. When he went for that ball, probably thought he had a chance at the pick. Now, remember, they had 2 last week in the win, obviously losing here.
Well, you talked about looking for a spark, and the best sparks are when you make big plays for your team, and he had that opportunity there. Couldn't haul it in, but that doesn't mean they're going to back off at all. They figure if they can get one of those takeaways, they can spark their team to a win.
And this is Latimer, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Jones now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10.
Check. Check out route. Hey, Zoo. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike, go.
Jones off the play fake. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check it out.
From the gun, Jones. And that will be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Play action, Garoppolo. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. That was DeAndre Baker that time who was able to break that one up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And they're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Ready. 10-2 stop. That QB's trash. Let's go. Check 24, check 61, matchbox lights. Ready?
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. It's complete to Golden Tate. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Jones now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Now Jones from the gun. He'll throw. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Jones. Off play action. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Now Jones. He gets it complete to Latimer. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
Go now. 60 or.
Go, go, go.
Shoot.
On 1st down, Jones. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
21. Here we go.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Garoppolo, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
21.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Oh, you got it.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
And the 49er 1st down.
Here we go.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Hey, high 7.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
Hey, echo. 52. Mike 52. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Check 52 to Mike. Check 52 to Mike. What's the run? They're running it.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo, and it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. Gold with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Topper!
Throwing Jones. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Barkley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. Jones now off the play fake. And he fends him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A gain there of 21 yards. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
This is Gallman. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Wayne Gallman, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Ready to get this next drive started. The New York offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Olivier Vernon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. 180! Hey, check. 11. Check 59.
Garoppolo now. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
Here we go,
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Completes it to Samuel. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Here we go.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
I'm going to come back to you.
Garoppolo again. This will be caught inside the 10. Oh, wait, hold everything. And timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. One final try now for Garoppolo. This is Coleman with a grab. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. And he missed it. It wouldn't have mattered. They were going to lose either way, but the game ends strangely on a missed PAT. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for the Giants, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.